We are back with the king of the Blindians, Mr. Marco Gloria. So, Marco, I decided to take you to Richmond Hill, Liberty Avenue, where Indo-Caribbeans dwell. It's like Indo-Guyanese, Indo-Trinidadian, Indo-Surinamese. So I gotta ask you, have you ever heard of Little Guyana?
I've heard of it. So we're here?
We are here. This is known as Little Guyana, but I have to tell you, I've actually just changed the name to Little Caribbean because, like I said, Guyanese people are here, Trinidadian people are here, Surinamese, Jamaicans, you name it, it's a Little Caribbean.
Gotcha.
So guys, I decided to take him here because he's half Caribbean, the black side, and half Indian. So I brought you here.
You're supposed to be here, huh?
You're supposed to be here to see our parts. So let's take a walk down Liberty Avenue and see what we find.
Awesome.
But yeah, Guyanese people shop there. Hi. Guyanese people shop there. So Mahashakti, this is actually where we're gonna go in and take a look at stuff. Come on. So Marco, I gotta say, I love the kurta.
Listen, I feel comfortable. It feels like at home.
At home. Well, I brought you home right here at the Mahashakti store right on Liberty and 124th Street. Awesome. The owner, Bobby, is an amazing gentleman. But more so the reason I brought you here is, you know, I want you to get a little bit more in touch with your Caribbean and Indian heritage. Because here in Richmond Hill, we have our Indo-Caribbean people. How important is your Caribbean heritage and your Indian heritage to you?
Wow, I mean, I would say it's equally as important. I don't think a person knows themselves truly without knowing their past and where they come from. So yeah, they're equally as important to me, and like, you know, for, you know, my family and my generations to come, I just want to make sure that I'm able to let them know where the lineage started from, you know?
Now you're doing so much for what I would say your own identity, right? You're Afro-Caribbean, Indian, Asian, American. Yeah. But growing up, did you have a role model? Was there someone that influenced you to do what you do?
Well, yeah, 100%. I really looked up to Michael Jackson. That was somebody who, like, I just took a lot of inspiration from Michael, just in how he approached his art and his professionalism and just everything that he did. So Michael Jackson was a big influence. Entertainment aspect, I mean, as an actor as well, I look up to Will Smith.
We need to run a simulation.
People like Nick Cannon.
It's incredible, it's Nick Cannon.
But Michael for me was like, okay, you know, that's the person that I just like, that was excellence.
Everyone knows Michael Jackson as, you know, an amazing singer, performer, dancer. You were also a dancer and a singer. I read that you sang opera and that you were part of a band.
So my band, we actually started when I was young, probably like sixth grade. Yeah, we were R&B fusion band, and we were known as Seminon. Shout out to my old drummer Ray Romulus, who is actually doing very well. He won a Grammy last year because he's part of this production team called the Stereotypes, and they produced all of Bruno Mars's last album. So my boy Ray, we were very talented. We were a talented bunch of kids. And then like, we started from 6th grade up until all throughout high school. And then like, once we all got accepted to college, my parents and everybody else's parents were like, okay, band is done, party done.
Party done.
And no more band, focus on school. And that's kind of how we, you know, disbanded. But we were a talented bunch of kids. As I said, Ray, he's doing well. I consider myself to be doing okay so far. And that was my first official group. I was in a few boy bands, so to speak, when I was singing. I don't really sing too much, but at one time I definitely wanted to be an opera singer. I was going to go to school for vocal performance and really get into that. But things happened. I decided to change up my mindset and forget really focusing on straight music for school. I switched it up.
Now, your dad being Indian, most Indian parents want you to become a doctor.
Oh yeah, 100%. I was supposed to be an orthopedic surgeon.
You were supposed to be, okay. Is that why you got into football?
You know what? That's a good thought. But my dad really wanted me to be a doctor. I was supposed to be. I was going to be. I said that for the longest time, and then, plans change. You can't force what you want to be on your children. I mean, it's the Indian parent thing to want your children to be doctors. That's just all my Indian friends. We share that. We have that in common. But I mean, I'm still grinding. I'm still doing my thing, and I think my dad is proud of me.
So, Marco, I don't know if I'm letting the cat out of the bag here or not, but I know that you're working on a TV pilot.
Yes, actually, my good friend Lawrence Anthony and we're working on the first late night talk show to come out of Harlem, New York, and we shot it at the end of last year, and we shot the pilot. It went very well. We have a few networks and organizations that have reached out to us that are expressing some interest. And I think it's something that you guys might be seeing in the very near future. I'm very hopeful. It's got some legs.
Awesome. Well, I know if you're behind it, it's really going to succeed.
I appreciate
because
that.
I believe in you, and I know you're really going to be up there, and I'm going to be like, oh, I interviewed him. That was me. Remember me, Marco? But I have to ask you, I know you started a podcast recently as well.
Yes, that's called the Culture Society Podcast, and we've been going hard. We started about not even 2 months ago, but we've been doing it weekly, and it's something that our whole goal is to have conversations that continue amongst society with specifically people of color, but not just that. We want everyone to be able to understand the differing backgrounds within the Culture Society Podcast. We have 4 hosts, and it's going very well. I pride myself on the things that I do. So yeah, the Culture Society Podcast, look out for that as well.
So, Marco, I know, of course, when we look at American television, of course, we see white people on TV, we see black people on TV, we've seen Spanish people on TV, now we're seeing more Indian people on TV. But what about Caribbeans? I mean, okay, recently, I mean, Guyana was talking so much about Black Panther because for the first time we see Guyanese actors and actresses in that movie. But, what are your thoughts, because I know you are half Caribbean, your mom, what are your thoughts on Caribbean TV?
I mean, I think just, inclusion is very, very important. I think people need to understand it's not just, hey, the typical or what they think a black person is supposed to be or what they think an Indian person is supposed to be. There's so much diversity within the Caribbean and within India. Like, if you do your due diligence and take some time and learn about, wow, there's so much going on, which creates the melting pot. The more that we do that as a society, I think the better the direction that we're heading.
Awesome. Well, Marco, we're wrapping it up now. Let's do something fun.
Okay, what you want to do?
All right, let's think. I want to know a little bit more about you. So I'm going to ask you something. Just pop out the first thing in your head.
Okay.
All right. Favorite type of food?
Thai.
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 Ooh. Did that happen in Thailand when you went there?
You know what? Thai. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It switches between Thai, Indian, and sushi, and Italian. It rotates. Okay. But you said pop. It just popped out of my mouth.
All right. Favorite type of car?
Lamborghini. Favorite
type of music?
Ooh. Right now, it's like Afrobeat.
Okay. Favorite place to take a date?
I would like to take her to a restaurant of not necessarily her choosing, but what her favorite type of style of food would be. So, like, 'cause I want to get to know her, on a personal level. And if it's a first date, hey, you like Thai food, you like Indian food, I'm going to try to take you to the best Indian or Thai restaurant that I can find.
Okay, you're attracted mostly to what type of ethnicity?
Ooh-wee. I like, you talking about physically? I like
what pops to your head?
I like women that are cultured.
I thought he was going to say I like whipped cream just now. What?
Hey.
Okay.
Sometimes. Hey, yo. I like women that are cultured physically. I like people that are just diverse, that have, differing backgrounds. I don't discriminate.
Now, if a woman was to take you out, what would be your dream date? What does she have to do?
Wow, sheesh. You know what? I'm simple. I'm very simple. I like something where we would be able to really converse and talk and get to know each other. I love tequila, so tequila would probably have to be involved.
Okay.
And something where, like, you have to have, like, no inhibitions. We just have to just really get, like, really feel each other and see, where it could go.
Club or movies?
Even though these days I haven't really been in the club like that, I still would prefer the club versus movies, just because I use it as a learning experience. Like, I like to see how people interact. I'm a people person, so I watch people. I listen to music. I listen to who the DJ is, what the DJ's playing, and that sort of thing. So it'll still be the club for me right now.
Okay. Beach or museum?
You know what? I might have to say the museum. I mean,
Interesting.
Yeah, I like to learn. I like to learn, and, like, the beaches are cool. I think you could do that at any time, but, like, a museum, there's so much going on, and you can take away so much from a museum. And I haven't been to either in a while, so.
Where are we going to see you in 5 years?
In 5 years, you'll see me on television with my own show, my own late night talk show, amongst other things. I think the podcast is going to be going very strong. And you will see me regularly acting on your favorite network or on the big screen.
Awesome. Well, guys, here we were with
My
Mr.
girl.
Marco Glorious. Look out for him. You're going to see him doing so much more things.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aww.
Reliant Tax and Business Solutions is a full-service tax preparation and accounting firm staffed with CPAs, enrolled agents, and attorney for all your legal matters. Need your refund in a hurry? We offer refund in advance loan. Walk in with your W-2 and walk out with a check. Our tax law expert resolve your tax problems as we offer tax settlement options. Going through financial hardship? We offer loan modifications, short sales, and bankruptcy. Reliant is open 7 days a week. Visit our office at 107-05 Rockaway Boulevard, Ozone Park, New York 11417. Or visit us on the web, www.relianttaxes.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Priya, and welcome to Precious Smiles Medical Care, a wonderful place to make sure that all of your child's medical care needs are met. We take care of kids as young as newborns all the way up until their adolescent years till they turn 18. We provide in-house vaccines and in-house lab facilities so that you don't have to take them anywhere else. So come in, let us be your partners in care, at Precious Smiles Medical Care, where every kid leaves with a smile.